Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hello, welcome to Cooking with Jodi, and you're on the Coast to Coast Network, Four Brothers Production. And tonight, well, I better leave these on. Tonight we're going to make sushi rolls, I decided. Might be a short show, might be long, whatever. We'll see. So, the sushi rolls, you got to have, oh my God, sorry. Okay. So with the sushi rolls, you want to cook a really good rice to cook with. And what I choose mostly is jasmine rice. Because jasmine rice is the shit. Okay. So got some jasmine rice. And I already made the rice because it takes like 20 minutes to cook. And that's pretty boring. But I will show you what you have to do for the sushi rice. We take this rice vinegar here. We're going to do about 1/4 cup of rice vinegar. And, you know, if you have a smaller pan, use a smaller pan. But I don't have a smaller pan. So 1/4 cup of, oh shit, it's supposed to be 1/2 cup. Anyway, it's supposed to be 1/2 cup of rice vinegar. So we'll just put some more in there. So 1/2 cup of rice vinegar. And then you want to add some sugar in there. And I don't know if that's really important, but, you know, we'll add a little sugar in there. I think we'll add about an 1/8 cup of sugar. I don't want to put more sugar in there. But what this does, if you've ever made sushi, you have to have rice that is sticky because otherwise it's not going to work. So we're going to boil this, you know, just so it dissolves. Stir it together and boil it until it dissolves. And then I'm going to add that. Then I'm going to add that to the rice. In the meantime, we'll wait for that. It's not going to take long. I got me, it's basically a bamboo roll. I call it a bamboo roll, but it looks like this. I'll take it out, and I'll show you what I do with it when I make sushi. When I make sushi, this is what I do with it. Other times it just sits in the drawer, but so I take it out, and you can see it's very flexible. Because imagine rolling up a sushi roll. You've seen them, and you've probably seen people make them. But guess what? You can make them too. So anyways, I'm going to put this inside this plastic, gallon-size plastic baggie. So that way I don't get stuff all over the freaking roller itself. Because, you know, that would be hard to clean. But you see, that's what it looks like. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Wow, I can't get this to go out right. Okay, lay it out flat and leave it flat. Okay. So this is gonna boil. And I cannot tell you enough that you have to have the rice vinegar. I don't know about the sugar, but we're adding it just because. But you definitely want to add the rice vinegar because it'll make your rice sticky and it'll stick together. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I already made my rice. Oh, damn. I don't know about burger. For real. All right. I don't remember. See, I already cooked my rice. So it's good to go. So once the rice vinegar and sugar is done boiling, we're going to add it to the rice and it'll make it sticky and we'll be good to go. But in the meantime, my handy dandy thing here, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up some stuff. So what I'm making is, I decided it sounded good. So I got some sockeye salmon and a red onion and an avocado. And I got not guacamole. There is guacamole in the fridge, but it's sake salmon and cream cheese. And we're going to add those all together and make a sushi roll. And I'm going to do an extra step because I love to fry a sushi roll. So I'm just using this because I don't know where my peeler is. Cutting off the skin of the cucumber. My baby said I'm 6. Anyway, so it's just as easy to peel vegetables with a friggin' knife. Don't need a goddamn peeler. That's just one extra thing in the friggin'. Oh, it's boiling. Oh, it's boiling. Okay, so the rice, vinegar, and the sugar is boiling, so I'm going to add it to the rice. And I'm going to stir it into the rice. And that's what makes it sticky. So it'll stick together when we need it. When we don't need it, it'll be over here waiting for us. But anyways, you stir that in. We'll let it sit a little. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid back on there and let it sit because we don't need it right now. So I'm going to finish peeling my cucumber here. Damn. Sometimes it's easier than a peeler. Okay, so we got all the peel off there. Now let's get rid of the peel. That would be good. So the other thing I want to add is an onion. So I thought about it and I thought that a red onion would actually taste good with what I'm making. I mean, that's just how I am. That's how I cook. I think about what tastes good. I think about what tastes good and I just roll with it. And if it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, then I'm like, oh well. It didn't turn out. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and chop this into little pieces. And I'm not going to even need this whole onion because red onions, for one, are really strong. So I'm chop heavy. Okay, so, I don't want to chop up the onion too thin because I want a little chunk of onion in there. I want a little chunk of onion in my freaking sushi roll. So I don't want it tiny. I want to know that onion's there. So, okay. So then the other thing I want to put in there is some avocado. So I got an avocado. And I'm just going to, slice it into little pieces. And, just do that. I better get more avocado out because I freaking love avocado. So I'll chop up all the avocado, but I don't think I want to chop it up really small. I gotta rinse my hands off. Because I want a good little chunk of avocado in each sushi roll, so I'm not going to chop them up really small. But small, but not really small. That's what she said. Oh, whoops. Okay. So that's pretty small for me. God damn. Okay. Anyways. I just rinsing off my knife. Okay. So then you get rid of that. That's garbage. I'm gonna get out the sockeye salmon and the cream cheese. While I'm in there, I'll grab some mayonnaise and some hot sauce because I want to make a little sauce to go on my sushi rolls. So okay, now I gotta get rid of this avocado. So I'm gonna get rid of this avocado, put it in the bowl over here because we gotta cut up some salmon, and I'll show you what I bought, and I think it'll work perfectly for what I want. And trust me when I say, I think about stuff before I buy it. All right. Okay. So then, what's not good? So I bought this wild sockeye salmon to go on my sushi rolls. But you know what else is really good? If you take this sockeye salmon right here, get bagels and cream cheese and tomatoes. Oh my God, it's amazing. You got to do it. But anyway, it's sockeye salmon. It's like this. And we're going to put that in the sushi rolls. And this stuff is really weird. But you can eat it raw. And you do eat it raw. You eat it raw. So, okay. So I got my wild sockeye salmon. Little knife on the floor. No. I'm going to go ahead and cut up my sockeye salmon a little bit. As soon as I find a knife. Oh. So I was going to chop it up, make it smaller, so it'll go in the sushi rolls. You guys will see how it comes together and be like, wow, now I get what she's doing. But right now, you're trying to put together what I'm doing. But if you haven't made sushi rolls, but you've seen it done, then you know what I'm doing. So, okay, so got that done. Okay, so I got my salmon done. Rinse my fingers off one more time. With a knife. And then, last of all, I got some Philadelphia cream cheese to put in the sushi rolls. So, I'm just going to cut up the cream cheese a little bit, make it into littler cubes that I can put in with the roll. I can get it open. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I'm just going to cut some of it. Hopefully. And then I'm going to cut them again. And then I think I'm going to cut them one more time. So cut up the cream cheese into little wedges. And now the fun begins. Here we go. Rinse off my knife. Oh, I didn't cut the cucumber. Gotta cut the cucumber too. Okay, so I gotta cut the cucumber up. I'm gonna have to do it over here. I'm not moving the camera. 1 second. So I'm gonna cut the cucumber up into pretty small pieces. Okay, so then I got my cucumber cut up. Put it in here. It's probably plenty. I bought one cucumber and I'm probably only using half of it. Maybe not even half of the cucumber. Okay, so now I guess we're ready to roll. Literally, we're ready to roll. So you get these, they're called sushi nori. It's basically just seaweed sheets. So you buy these. You buy sushi seaweed paper, basically. And I'll show you how to do this. As I open the package. Okay, so then I get my sushi roll here. I don't need this over here. The first thing I'm going to do is put down my piece of seaweed. See, it's like a sheet. So I put that down. And then the next thing I'm going to do, oh, I don't need that. I'm going to put my sticky rice, some of it, and I can't tell you how much to put on there, but you just need enough rice to cover the seaweed paper. So then you just spread out your rice. Hopefully I didn't get too much. Doesn't look like it. Probably need more. So I spread it out. I'll get back here, paper. You spread it out. Need a little more rice. I don't have quite enough to cover my seaweed paper. So spread it out till it pretty much evenly covers your seaweed. And there we go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So then I'm going to add whatever I want to put in there. And I don't really know if it matters what order you put it in, but I don't know. But anyways, so I'm going to take my salmon and I'm going to put my salmon in a line here. You know, just enough to cover it. Just enough to cover it up a little bit there. Maybe a little bit more because we want that salmon in there. Gotta be careful because we're gonna add other things too. So then you know, I'm gonna add the other stuff. Here's a little bit of cucumber. This is just one I came up with, and hopefully it'll taste good. I don't know. Oh, but speaking of that, we better do something right now. That's enough cucumber. I don't want to overload it with cucumber because, well, for one, we got other things to put in there. And anyway, cucumber adds good flavor, so you don't need a lot of it. I'm going to get a pan ready because once I'm done rolling this, I'm going to just fry it a little bit in oil and some panko. Well, not exactly panko, but I really enjoy when I go to the sushi place and I get the deep fried ones. They're not really deep fried. They take their little whatever, but we're just gonna fry them a little bit. So I'm only gonna put a little bit of oil in there, and I'm gonna start heating it up now because I'm gonna be ready for it here in a minute. So I got salmon, cucumber. I'm gonna add just a little bit of onion because again, these red onions are strong. You basically just want to get a little bit in there. Okay. So then I got that, and I'm going to add some avocado. I love avocado. Okay. Well, I got to get it all back up on here. I'm overloading it. Oh, well. Okay. So I've got avocado. And then I'm going to add my little pieces of cream cheese, and then I'm going to roll it. And hopefully it'll roll. So I'll get some cream cheese in here. Dang it. I love cream cheese, so I'm loading up with the cream cheese. Okay, that's enough. It's probably way too loaded, but I should still be able to roll it. Okay, so then once you got that all done, you start rolling it. And how I do it, I try to like do it as tight as I can. I mean, you got to roll it as tight as you can. And this is a roller. It's, stuff falling out. That's okay. I highly suggest that if you want to do sushi rolls, you got to get a roller because it helps a bunch. And you might have to mess with it a little. And oh crap, I think I did it wrong. Oh, that's right. Got to roll it a little bit. See, I got a little excess. I had a little too much stuff in there. You got to roll it a little, mess with it, roll it a little more. It's basically like roll forward, come back a little. And come back a little. And then, damn it, I did it again. Anyways, we're going to finish it that way. It's a little messy. Should be a little tighter. That's what he said. Anyways, you can use the bamboo mats, whatever, to help guide you into doing it the right way and getting them right. Anyways, you can do it. You can probably manage it however you want, but now I'm going to go ahead and cut this. So I'm going to move this over. And the thing about putting your sushi roll in a Ziploc bag, a gallon Ziploc bag, by the way, is you can wash off the bag and reuse it, or just replace the bag if you're that self-conscious or hypo, whatever. So I decided that I want to try frying them just a little bit. So I'm going to cut this. Hopefully they cut right. So I'm going to cut them. See? My oil is getting really hot. I can hear it. Okay. See, look at how beautiful is that. It's beautiful. Okay. So what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to mix up. I usually use panko or breadcrumbs for stuff. But tonight, I just happen to have croutons and I smashed them real small. And I'm going to add croutons and a little bit of flour. Oh, damn, I think I burnt the oil. Okay, maybe didn't burn the oil. I don't know. It'll be good. Anyways, so I'm going to add the croutons, smashed croutons. That one's not smashed. And a little bit of flour. And the reason I add the flour is because it's going to stick better with a little bit of flour. And then I'll add a little pepper, maybe a little garlic powder, and a little onion powder. I like to add a little seasoning. Garlic powder. There's no. Oh. Onion powder. Then I'm going to go ahead and mix the croutons and the flour and the seasoning. Wow. Some of my croutons are really big still. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. We'll use the little stuff. So then I think I'm going to use an egg, a couple of eggs. I'm going to whisk up a couple of eggs and I'm going to dip my sushi rolls into the egg flour into the egg and the flour and croutons anyways, you'll see. So I grabbed a couple eggs. Whisk those up real quick. And sorry, I'm just trying to grab a plate. So I'm gonna need a plate. Okay. So let's put the oil back over here. Hopefully it doesn't taste burnt. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my sushi rolls. Whoops, that one didn't stay together. And dip it in the egg. Maybe all around it, I guess, in the egg. And then I'm putting in my crouton and flour and herbs mixture. Okay. Grab a few more here. Whoops, forgot to put in the egg first. Well, anyways, we're going to get some on it. It doesn't seem to want to stick to the seaweed. They're kind of coming apart. I'm not perfect at this, I admit that. Okay, I'll get one more here. Yeah, heck with it. Okay, so basically I'm just putting it in the egg and then I'm adding it to my flour and croutons. Okay, so then I'm going to put these in the oil. Turn it down a little first. So we'll do another one. It's really hot. I really don't want to keep them in the oil too long. I just want to get them a little brown. So okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to wash my hands off a minute. I got egg yolk and crumbs all over them. So with sushi rolls, they would have been fine just the way they are. And I will even taste one right now with a little wasabi. I like my sushi rolls with wasabi and a little soy sauce. I don't know about you. Oh gosh, it's steaming again. I'm sure it's really good, just the way it is. But I really enjoy the warmth with the sushi roll when they kind of fry it a little bit. Mm. Oh my god, it's good. Oh god. Mm. That is so good. So I'm going to put these in the hot oil. Ow! Not my fingers in the hot oil. I just want to get them a little bit. I just want to get them a little bit brown. So I'm going to cook them on each side for a little tiny bit, like a minute or two. Just a little bit of oil in the pan. I don't know. It was just my idea to do this way. To be honest with you, the sushi roll I just ate that wasn't fried in this tasted amazing, just the way it was. But I wanted to try it this way. So there you go. Then they're just browned a little bit. And, you know, it'll melt the cream cheese a little bit, whatever. Give a little crunchiness to it. I don't know about you, but I love like fried zucchini and all that stuff. So, and yeah, I'm turning them this uh, you know, they don't probably look all that pretty, but they probably taste amazing. Could you imagine? Because the cream cheese and all that get a little melted and it's warm and it tastes good warm, probably. And then what I decided was I want to make a little sauce. I want to make a little sauce to go with that. So I decided mayonnaise and some hot sauce sounded good. So, you know, I'm just going to take a little bit of mayonnaise. Actually, what really sounds good to me is fry sauce. So I'm going to take mayonnaise and ketchup and hot sauce. And see how that tastes. You know, a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of ketchup, more mayonnaise than anything else. And that's probably way too much hot sauce. So I'm just going to mix that together. Mayonnaise, hot sauce, and ketchup. It's hot fry sauce. That's how I make fry sauce, mayonnaise and ketchup. It's the bomb. I guess you could add seasoning to it, but I'm sure it's fine just by itself. Actually, that's pretty tasty. So I'm going to dig into one of these so I can tell you how it is. And I don't lie. So add a little of this mixture, fry sauce. Oh my God. That's the bomb. That's really good. It's super good. I would suggest if you made these like this, eat them when they're warm. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my show. Bon appetit.